Now that's not a question I expected to hear from you. I thought you were better than that. What? No, Why do people feel the need to ask me this? As if it was acceptable to pry into others' business like that. Why not straight up ask me what's in my pants? Or is that suddenly too bold or inappropriate? Hey all you cool creatures. I'm Cryptid. Welcome to the Cryptid Plays YouTube channel. And today we are continuing Quaint. It's been like a whole month since I've uploaded Quaint. I got really sick for a while, couldn't record anything, and then I've only been able to do short videos up until very recently. So, what happened last time is that Quentin faked his own death, and now he's trying to find a way to keep the organization from figuring out that he's actually still alive. I'm sure you know by now, but there are content warnings for this game. Let me just list them off real quick. This game contains strong language, mature themes, blood, murder, suicide, mentions of homophobia and transphobia, and mentions of violence and abuse. So viewer discretion is advised, and with that out of the way, let's see if Quentin can figure out how to keep himself and his friends safe. The autopsy confirmed the severance of the carotid artery and the resulting hemorrhage as the causes of death. In addition, the DNA test results from the deceased's blood samples and dental exam report match 162's records in our database. We did, however, make some rather surprising, if not disturbing, discoveries. The examination of the body revealed signs of FLD, including significant amounts of fatty change in the liver and progressing fibrosis. So the guy was a drunk, is what you're trying to say. Well, that's a problem. 162 had no access to any type of alcohol in the facility, so we can assume he was abstaining for the better part of his life. And if he did drink on the outside, he couldn't have possibly smuggled in enough to sustain his addiction in here. Does it mean it can't be him, then? Not necessarily. FLD is typically caused by excessive alcohol consumption, but may also be a result of certain metabolic disorders. So it does not disprove our other findings, even if it is indeed an unexpected discovery. That is, however, not the only abnormality we have found in the body. The assessment of the deceased's lungs also revealed pathological changes characteristic of chronic smoking. Now that's interesting. Was 162 a smoker, though? Not that we are aware, but we cannot exclude the possibility he was exhibiting certain self-destructive behaviors ever since the incident with 82, so it would not be surprising if he did turn to using tobacco as well. And with the amount of freedom he had been given, thanks to his privileges, he would have no problem hiding it from his supervisors. Added to the fact that cigarettes would be far easier to smuggle in than alcohol, well, it is hard for me to offer a clear answer, sir. Well, shit, then. So, the autopsy results are basically inconclusive. I am afraid that is the case for now, sir. But I would be inclined to believe that the blood test results and the signature are proof enough to confirm the deceased is, in fact, 162. This level of compatibility would be near impossible to fabricate. I see. Well, what about the signs of torture we talked about? Did they find anything during the exam? No internal bleeding has been discovered, sir. It would seem that whatever methods the enemy used to learn of our plans, torture was not one of them. I would suspect they were able to work into our communications either through hacking or directly from 162's devices. His data processing gear was not found on the body, so we think they have figured out its functionality and used it to log into our servers. That would mean they might have had access to any information he's gathered while there. Possibly our internal records, too. Now, have you tried tracking the device using the built-in GPS module? It might give us an idea as to where to look next. Of course. Unfortunately, it would seem that the GPS component has been deactivated, sir. I would like to note, however, that the tracking records for this particular device have been fairly inconsistent as of late. The signal has been getting regularly disrupted for the past few months, so it is possible the device itself had a manufacturing defect of some sort. That's what you get for relying on shitty technology. Maybe we should start chipping them like cattle instead. Wow, Phelps actually looks like he does not agree with that. I'll discuss the possibility with our technicians, sir. Great. Now, as for the house search I ordered, do we have any news on that yet? I figure the society might have swept the building already if they managed to log into 162's computer, but I doubt they'd be thorough enough to find our secret lockers. That is another thing I have been meaning to discuss, sir. We have received a report regarding the search just this afternoon, but as for its contents, well... What? Have they found anything substantial? I'm sure 162 must have learned more than he managed to disclose if they decided to take him out. The last report we received was sent about 2 weeks before his death, wasn't it? Well, the thing is, sir, I am afraid we might have been too late. According to the report, the agents have successfully arrived in Millbrook and located the address without attracting the locals' attention, but upon entering, they discovered that the house had already been searched and emptied of its contents, our secret hiding spots included. What? All of them? I'd understand 1 or 2 tops, but 7 carefully hidden lockers. That's impossible. Nobody's that smart. I believe pure luck might have been the more likely case here. Assuming they did, in fact, identify the purpose of 162's supporting device, I would say it is entirely possible they used it to disarm the house's security systems. Either that or they had help from the owner himself. From 162. So you're suspecting treason. I would not go that far in my assessment, sir. He could have emptied them while attempting to leave, but got ambushed on the way to the meeting spot. At this point, however, we can only speculate if that is actually what happened, seeing that 162 can no longer confirm or deny it in person. So that leaves us with nothing once again. Curse those Millbrook bastards. They're pretty damn good at covering their tracks for a bunch of small-town loonies. Almost too good. The agents are awaiting further instructions, sir. Should I order them to return to base? No. have them stay for a few more days and patrol the area just in case the culprits come back. And if they do spot anyone suspicious, I want them brought in here at once so I can personally ask how they figured it all out. Of course. Anything else you'd like to relay? I believe that is all for now, sir. I will report immediately if there are any new developments. All right, dismissed. Suspicious, are we? I would be too, to be fair. Day 1851. 3 days have passed. You do make some good points, and I can see why you're concerned. We could probably tighten the rules for recruiting new people, but since there's never been an issue, it would literally take one of the bad guys to sneak in and murder Milo. I don't think we should put their life at risk if there are simple ways to avoid it. You do realize we're talking about a very unlikely scenario, right? One that almost happened, might I add. The castle is practically inaccessible from the outside, and there's no way we'd let someone untrustworthy into the society. It doesn't get any more sheltered than this. Oh, I'd love to tell them how wrong they are. I know, but please, Ren. This is about Milo's safety. I'd blame myself forever if they got hurt or killed because of something we chose to ignore. Like, it's frustrating, right? But I actually really appreciate this because when humans get comfortable with something, they absolutely think that they are in a perfectly safe space where nothing can go wrong. And no matter how much someone who is kind of an outsider says, hey, you could be in danger, hey, something bad could happen, they're willing to ignore it because they think they're safe. And anyways, that's just something that I've been noticing, and I am like, both like, why aren't you listening to Quentin? And also like, actually I understand, humans are just kind of like that. Sorry, rant over. You do care a lot about Milo, don't you? Yeah, this boy is smitten. Don't you? Yeah, I do. You got me there. All right. I'll talk to Xavier, and we'll think of some additional security measures. Can't promise a full-on examination system, but some background checks might be in order. We could probably use the reader's help. if she was willing to cooperate. But that might be harder to arrange. Anyway, this is something for us to figure out. We'll handle it the best way we can. I promise. Okay, thank you. Hopefully you know what you're doing. Well, that's all I wanted to say, so I guess I'll be on my way now. Oh, one more thing since you're already here. Could you deliver this to Milo? I was supposed to hand it to them along with the others, but it got mixed up with some other stuff. Sure. Just a fair warning, though. I'm pretty sure they won't be too happy to receive it, so proceed with caution. Why? Is it some bad news? Or... No, nothing like that. Just... Let's say they already have a lot of these to review and sign before a deadline next week. Run-of-the-mill society stuff, you know. Interurban agreements, neighborhood alteration permissions, apprenticeship approvals, stuff like that. Uh-huh. Sorry I'm pawning it off to you like this, but I'd rather not be the one to increase Milo's workload anymore today. They got a bit mad when I greeted them with a full box's worth of paperwork just this morning. They're already losing sleep trying to sort it all out. So, when they realize there's one more folder, well, I'd rather not witness that. You make it sound like there's gonna be bloodshed. Oh no, no need to worry. They should be courteous enough not to kill the messenger. Or at least that's what I'm counting on. So, take it with a grain of salt. Well, good luck then. I owe you one. Okay. Poor Quentin. Milo's office. Should I be concerned? It can't be that bad, right? I do feel kind of uneasy about seeing them, but for an entirely different reason. What was I even thinking? Disturbing their peace in the middle of the night. Well, you kind of had to be honest. I mean, sure, they didn't seem too bothered by it. At least not as much as the state I was in, but I'm still a bit embarrassed I let them see me like that. I did say some pretty awkward things there, too. Oh, you sure did. Alright, here goes nothing. What the hell is it this time? I'm trying to work here. They look so mad. Ren asked me to deliver some papers, so I'll just leave them here and I won't bother you anymore. No, wait. Come in. I'm sorry I snapped at you like that. I thought it was someone else. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Ren did warn me you wouldn't be overjoyed, so instead of coming here in person, he made you do his dirty work, huh? What a sly move. It was. Ren knew what he was doing. You should have told him to get stuffed. Oh, no, I didn't mind. Quite the opposite, actually. I was wondering how you were doing since we didn't really get to see each other these past few days. But I also didn't want to be a nuisance, 'cause you said you were tied up with work and stuff. So you could say it was a neat little excuse to steal away some of your time. How considerate of you. And, to be honest, I've had a hard time trying to keep up with all my responsibilities as of late. I've been pretty much living in the office ever since our midnight meeting. Eating and sleeping at my desk this entire time, too. That's what you get for putting things off until the very last moment. But don't feel bad about stealing away my time, as you put it. You actually made this drag of a day a little better. Oh, so cute. They're just being friendly, Q. They're blushing, Q. Don't read too much into it. I'm glad I came by then. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised by the amount of documents stacked on your desk. And around it. That's a lot of papers for a little community like yours. Yeah, it's not usually this bad, but I was busy with my research and everything started to pile up. This is basically a year's worth of stuff. I see. So, is there anything I could help you with? I'm sure there must be something you can pass on even to a greenhorn like me. Sadly, I don't think there is. These are all things I need to take care of personally. Master's duties, or something like that. Thank you for offering, though. That's very kind of you. You've been nothing but kind to me ever since I came here. I'd be more than happy to return the favor in any way I can. Maybe I could at least help you clean or fetch you something to eat. Oh, but then again, it's all probably just a spell away for you, isn't it? Yeah, it's fine. You can take me out when I'm done, though. I'll be looking forward to it. Wait, like on a date? Yes, you silly boy. An actual date? Sure. I'll be happy to. Where do you want to go? I'm fine with pretty much anything, so you can pick whatever suits you best. I don't know, but I'll have plenty of time to think about it while I... What happened to your hand? Oh, this? Let's just say I had a little kitchen accident with a knife. Nothing serious, just a silly miscalculation on my part. June healed it up for me, but it was deep enough to leave a scar. Really? So you were nimble enough to save me from a falling bookcase, but then you hurt yourself this badly while handling a knife? That makes very little sense, Q. I know, right? I feel so stupid just thinking about it. Actually, can I ask you for a favor? June said you'd be able to transmute it back to normal, so could you do that for me? I mean, it's fine if you don't. It doesn't bother me or anything. It just looks kind of bad. So I thought... Let me see. I can fix it, no problem, but it will hurt quite a bit. The tissue needs to be broken down before it can be transmuted, so it responds in the most basic of ways. With excruciating pain. Trust me, I would know. So what exactly did you... Do you want me to fix it anyway? If that's not a problem. Not at all. Just hold still for a moment. How's that? Think you can take it? Yeah, it should be fine. I've been through worse. Okay then. They're so pretty up close. I've never seen a guy this beautiful in my life. But I also never liked a girl this way before. So, Milo, may I ask you a personal question? Sure, go ahead. Cute, this is not... No, no, no. Firstly, they're non-binary. Come on, man. I was just wondering if you were a guy or a... Yep, you deserve that so much. Holy moly. Ouch. Now that's not a question I expected to hear from you. I thought you were better than that. What? No, Why do people feel the need to ask me this? As if it was acceptable to pry into others' business like that. Why not straight up ask me what's in my pants? Or is that suddenly too bold or inappropriate? That's not what I'm asking, though. I meant it more in terms of how you feel. Oh. Oh, well, I misunderstood too, buddy. You shouldn't have asked it that way. Yeah. Guess I could have made that more clear. Let me finish that spell. Poor Milo, though, they must get that question a lot. Look, I'm sorry I lashed out at you. It's just that people think they're entitled to know these things, even though it doesn't affect them at all. And they're not asking out of genuine concern either. They're just uncomfortable because they can't put me into one of their gender boxes and hold up to whatever stereotypes they have. You know what? Actually, can you keep a secret? Hmm? Oh, he can. He's probably the best person to tell secrets to. Oh, no, you don't have to tell me. I'm so weirdly attracted to you, I don't think it would change anything at this point. I asked 'cause I was curious, but it really is none of my business, just like you said. Yeah, but now that I know that you had no ill intentions, I want to be honest with you. People speculate the weirdest things, and I'd rather you heard it from me than gave heed to some shady rumors. Besides, I trust that you'll keep it to yourself if I asked you to. Oh, he will. And that's not what I can say about just anyone. Okay. My lips are sealed. Okay. I mean, to me, you're the same person either way, so that's good to hear. As for your actual question, well, it's a tough one. Maybe it's a bit of both, or something in between, or maybe an entirely different thing altogether. I don't think it can be simply categorized in common people's binaries. I see. What about you then? If you're asking such things, at least tell me as much about yourself. Me? Oh, I'm just a guy. Nothing special. Except that I've always been into other guys. Despite what our little incident with Mrs. Connell the other day might have suggested. Oh. So you wouldn't consider dating someone like me? Oh, that's loud. Hold on. It's fine. No need to answer that. I'm just pulling your leg a bit. I already heard all about you from June, but I wanted to see how you'd react. Right. Well, I hear you go on dates with different people all the time. Does that mean you're bisexual? I don't really care about sex. No? I mean, forgive me for saying that, but for some reason, I thought you were just hooking up with all those people. No, no such thing. It's actually the opposite. That's the last thing I'm interested in when it comes to dating. I don't feel attracted to people unless there are some deeper feelings involved. Oh, don't get me wrong, though. I wouldn't mind sleeping with someone I cared for if that made them happy. It's just never been a priority for me. I kind of figured they felt something for Quentin, so I mean, the way they've kind of flirted with him does make sense. And it's also been quite some time since I deemed anyone worthy of my affection. So... Yes. Ah! Oh, no, I'm fucking kissing them. I've been waiting for this. Ugh, no, I can't. It wouldn't be right of me to do it. They are leaning so close to you, Q. Come on. But you've been dating all those people. And I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Amusing, isn't it? I swear, please. Oh, shut up, brain. Oh, come on, listen to me. I'm struggling enough as it is. They are right there. Come on. I got burned every time I trusted someone enough to let them close to me. so I just stopped getting invested in people, you know. You're gonna get interrupted. I just wish for Oh man, what was the voice I gave her? Damn it. Hey, Pinky! Oh, gross. Get a fucking room. To be fair, they're in Milo's office. Oh my god, no! This is a room, Iris. My private office. To be absolutely precise. And you should at least knock or announce yourself before storming in like a fucking hurricane. That might spare you sights you wouldn't want to see. Whatever. I'm not here because I wanted to. I only came by because Xavier asked me to get you. Also, can you please let go of this poor fool? He looks uncomfortable but won't tell you off because you're his superior. I'm fine. Thank you for your concern. So what does Xavier want this time? By the way, sorry if my voice is vaguely different. I actually ended up being called out right around when Iris appeared to go help with some family stuff. So this is the next day and my allergies are kind of kicking my ass. We've already discussed the society's budget for this month, and building another greenhouse for experimental produce is out of the question. You'll have to wait until we've collected enough. It's not about his stupid plants. This is a matter of security. Security? What's wrong with our security? Quentin has a lot to say on that. You should ask him. We'll elaborate at the meeting. Now pick up your toys and move it. What? We're supposed to have a meeting right now? Yes, you whiny baby. Right now. This is a pressing matter. We can't put it off till later. Get your head out of your pants and come with me. There's no time to waste. But I have work to do. Well, you were clearly working on something else when I came in. She's mean, but she is funny. Ugh, fine. Can I at least take Q with me as my bodyguard? No, you can't. This meeting is strictly masters only. And besides, don't be silly. You, of all people, don't need a bodyguard. Arguably, they do. It's fine, Milo. I was supposed to go and get some training done anyway. I'll see you later, okay? Yeah, sure. Oh boy. Hug, you and your taste in men. The previous one had at least traces of personality. Oh, shut up, Iris. I agree with Milo. To be fair, I think Q has personality. It's just very, toned down. And mostly I think it's because he's very tired and very used to having to listen to others. Poor Milo. Shit. I was wrong. I was so fucking wrong. It wouldn't change anything. My ass. How fucking stupid of me. I mean, sure, these feelings wouldn't go away if my suspicions weren't true, but I never considered the opposite could make things even worse. Fuck, does it even matter? I can't have them anyway. Why not? That's the only thing that stays the same. Shit. I could swear that car has been parked in the exact same spot for several days now. I don't think I've seen it around the neighborhood before. Did someone new move in lately? Or... Yep, you are not in a safe space. There's someone inside. Is it the organization? I should have figured they'd be watching the area after that fruitless break-in. Shit. What do I do? It'll be bad if they start asking around. June offered to lend a hand if I was in trouble, but would it be okay to take her up on that? I'm not sure that's the kind of problem she had in mind when she offered to help. Hero warned me about this. This is one of our first, big game-changing decisions. I mean, it'll affect part of how the rest of the game goes. I'm gonna ask June for help because I feel like a lot of Quentin's issues could be resolved if he did ask for help. So, yep. Sorry, June, I'm getting you involved. Maybe I could actually use some of June's help here. Even if it's just to make sure I don't attract unwanted attention from the locals. Let's see. Hey June, can I ask a favor? It's kinda urgent. I like their conversation about a girl holding June's hand. Poor June. Can't rely on him for advice about dating girls. Wow, how needy of you. You're one high maintenance friend. You know that. Guess I really am, huh? Just kidding. What do you need, buddy? Winky kissy face. Just don't ask for money. I don't have any. June and I have something in common. Here goes. Remember when you said you'd help me out if I needed it? Well, I am in trouble now. And there's no one else I can ask. So... Oh my god, what the hell did you do? Do you need bail? I already told you I don't have any money. No, I'm at home. Oh, woo. So what is it then? Ugh, how do I even put this? I don't want to lie, but I don't think I can tell her the truth either. Well, it looks like I might have messed with the wrong people, and now I need to hide from them. Can you help me out? I already cast a protective spell on my house, but don't know what to do next. She's surely taking some time to respond. Maybe it was a bad idea after all. Stay where you are. I'll see what I can do. I love her. She's such a good friend. Shrimping again, I see. Hey, I'm coming in. So I hope you're decent in there. Last chance to cover up if you need to. June. Ew, you're fully clothed. You are lucky he does sleep in his underwear. It'd be way too awkward if I walked in on you with your pants down. Who knows if our friendship would be able to recover from that. Right. Anyway, sorry for barging in without knocking, but I needed to bypass that illusion spell you put outside. I wasn't sure how far in it reached, so I just went for the center of the house. Right outside the front door should have been fine, I think. Oh, that's good to know. But anyway, everything okay here? No more emergencies while I was taking care of stuff? No, I'm fine. Thanks. So, how'd it go? Did you find a way to help me? Yep, it's all good, buddy. Crisis averted, and all that. I notified the archives about the spell, so they won't chalk it up to some outside forces and start investigating. I mean, it'd be bad to draw attention to you, right? Right. Yeah, I thought so. And just so you know, I put unsolicited acquisition as your primary reason for setting it up, so I doubt anyone will question that. But if anything else happens, you should probably report it as a safety measure too, for your own sake. That way, the society can protect you if need be. Either way, it's all settled. You don't need to worry about a thing. Wow, you're a lifesaver. She really is. I don't know how to thank you. Why, your gratitude is payment enough for me, buddy. You still owe me an explanation, though. Who are those wrong people you mentioned? And what exactly did you do to cross them? Are they some kind of gang or what? Something like that, I guess. Probably bigger and more dangerous than any old gang you could think of, but I'd rather not get into too much detail if I can help it. I wouldn't want them going after you, too. Ooh, scary stuff then, huh? Is that why they're chasing you? 'Cause you know too much? That'd be the gist of it, I think. But I also got in the way of something they were planning to do, and they really didn't appreciate that. So it surely wouldn't be pretty if they got their hands on me. Yeah, I can imagine. So, is that why you moved here in the first place? To get away from them? Pretty much, yeah. And it's been a rather peaceful year since I did, but a few days ago I had this feeling they might be on to me. So I cast a spell to protect the house, but they must have already tracked me down. And then today I noticed a shady van parked right there on the street, so I figured it'd be better to have someone in my corner, you know? I'm sorry I got you involved, but I wouldn't have done that unless it was absolutely necessary. No, I'm glad that you did. I appreciate that you chose to trust me in the end. And to be frank, I was kind of worried when you showed up at the cafe with that wound on your hand. Nobody slits their hand like that by accident. Yeah, sorry about that. So, what actually happened then? Did you get into a fight with these guys? No, I thought a bit of blood would put them off the track, but I guess it didn't work all that well. Guess not. But at least you won't have to suffer through the consequences, thanks to yours truly. And I can see you got that scar removed, too. I thought you were opposed to the idea. Yeah, well, it's not like I went out of my way like you suggested. Milo just happened to notice, So I decided to go with it, okay? Don't judge. I'm not. Good for you, bud. Take your chances. Hey, speaking of Milo, would it be too much if I asked you not to tell them about this? I wouldn't want them to think less of me because of it. Well, normally I wouldn't mind keeping a secret or two, but don't you think it's kinda a sticky situation? You could put them in danger just by being together in public. They'd be safer knowing there's stuff to look out for, no? I guess you're right. I'd rather tell them myself though, if you don't mind. Not at all. Just don't wait around until someone jumps you two on the street. Okay, bud? I know you're not too great at communicating stuff, but you're gonna have to get yourself out of your comfort zone this time. I know. Great. So, now that it's all taken care of, I need to go back. I was so caught up looking for a solution for you that I left my kitties home alone without dinner. Poor things must be starving by now. You could at least sponsor a can or two to repay for their sacrifice. Sure will. Thanks again, June. Yep. Bye, Q. Bye. Ooh. That went better than expected. Though it does feel kind of weird to rely on someone else after all this time. And I still have to tell Milo, which is the one thing I wanted to avoid, but it's probably for the best. I was supposed to protect them after all, even if it comes at the cost of their friendship. It'll be fine. Maybe. Oh, it's another flashback. Day -200. But I am going to leave this here. I'm sure you can tell my voice is tired and my allergies are really bad right now. So, before I do my outro, I just want to thank my channel members real quick. Thank you so much to my channel members for your support. Not only does it help me, it helps the channel grow and the videos keep coming. I truly appreciate it. Wow, things are just continually getting more intense. I think we're gonna have quite a bit of interesting scenes before the endings. Well, the final endings. I'm not looking forward to making some decisions. I'm a little nervous, to be honest. Either way, this was fun. I'm glad to finally have recorded more after like a month. Jeez. I'm trying not to get sick again. I don't know what to do about it. I wear a mask most places, so I don't know. Regardless, if you made it this far, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did like it, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of me, please subscribe. And I hope to see you all next time. Bye.